In our family, my wife Jill ran cross country and track when she was in high school, and so did our son Nathan when he was at Nauset High School. And because of their running, and while I never ran on a track team, I did a lot of running so I could play baseball. One of the passages we all appreciate is Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 through 3, our little passage for today. This is really a tremendous passage about the importance of developing resilience. And there is tremendous encouragement in the idea of looking to Jesus, who is our example. He is our pace setter, if you want to use a running example. And also this image of the great cloud of witnesses, all those who we have known and loved, who have gone before us in the faith. I know it's something that means a great deal to my wife Jill and to many of us as we think about grandparents and great-grandparents or parents or aunts or uncles, but those who have preceded us and are now in that heavenly realm, cheering us on as we run our own race of faith. And Hebrews 12, 1 to 3 encourages us to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. And this is important in Holy Week because Jesus faced such hostility. This is what it says in verse 3. Consider him who endured such hostility against himself from sinners, so that you may not grow weary or lose heart. You know, one of the real struggles is when we feel like God is almost silent, when we're going through hardship, and it's not just hardship in a moment or for a day or for a week, but we have a number of people in our congregation who have been facing long-term chronic situations that have been going on for more than a year or several years. And how do you keep going forward? How do we keep following Jesus and not growing weary or losing heart? Well, part of what Hebrews chapter 12 says is, well, first of all, remember that even Jesus, who was the Son of God, who was without sin, there's never been a finer person in human flesh who's ever walked the earth than Jesus, and yet he had to cope with rejection and hostility, with false accusations and lying. He had to deal with physical pain and suffering and hardship. And so if Jesus, who is our pace setter, if he is our example, the one we look to, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, if he had to endure hardship and hostility and suffering, we have to mentally prepare ourselves and spiritually and emotionally prepare ourselves that when suffering or hardship comes, that we need to seek to bear it as Jesus did. And we ask his help every single day. We pray for healing. We pray for change. We pray for transformation. But most of all, we pray for the perseverance and the resilience, the determination, the faith and strength to make it through whatever we're facing, knowing that we face it not alone, but with Jesus walking beside us, the Spirit filling us, and God's love surrounding us.